guys, so to begin I'm taking my Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream, and I love to put this on before anything because this really seeps into my skin while I'm doing the rest of my makeup. And then I go in with Nivea's lip butter because my lips are so dry. As a primer, I'm using Lorac's Primer that came with my Lorac Pro Palette. I don't know how I exactly feel about this one yet, but so far so good. I do have other favorites, so if you guys want me to do kind of like battle of the primers, let me know and I can do that for you guys. And then here I'm just showing you a little snippet of how I do my brows because I've been doing them a little bit differently. I'm using the Anastasia, however you want to say it. I think it's Anastasia, Brow Wiz, and this is in medium ash, and this is a lot easier to do for me than to do the powder and the liner, but you know, to each his own. This has just been easier for me lately. And now I'm using Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This is by MAC, and I'm using a brush that I got in a new collection. Well, it's not really a collection, it's just a brush set from a website called lightinthebox.com. And these brushes remind me of another brand of brushes on Instagram that's really popular. Those are a little more on the expensive side. So these are the ones that I'm using are more affordable, so I will link those down below. But basically, Soft Ochre Paint Pot is just going to give us a tacky base for when we apply our eyeshadows, and they will appear more vibrant and they will last longer on your eyes all day. Then I'm using a taupe shimmer color, and I'm applying that with a 242 flat shader brush by MAC, and I'm packing that color on my lid. By packing, I mean that I am pushing that color literally onto my lid and not swiping. This will ensure that you're getting the most color payoff from your shadow. In the crease, I'm using a warm terracotta color, also by Makeup Forever, with a tapered blending brush, the E35 from Sigma, and I'm putting that in my crease. And I want to concentrate that on the outer corner, all the way to the center crease, and then onto the inner portion of my crease. This is our transition color. It'll make sure that the other colors that we are going to apply next will have a seamless blend. Now I'm going in with my favorite palette, the Lorac Pro at the moment, and I'm going to be using Sable, Espresso, and Black. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. And with my 217 brush, I'm going to start at the outer corner. And this one is just going to basically be a base for the other colors because I'm really going to start from the outer edge and fluff that to about halfway into the middle of my lid. And this is just going to give you more of that smoky look without being like a full-on smoky eye. And then with the second darkest, Espresso, I'm going to put that again on the outer corner and fluff that more toward the lid. And I'm not taking it so far into the crease, as you can see. I'm just basically leaving it on the outer corner, taking it into the lid, and barely any in the crease. And then just make sure you blend out any harsh lines that you might have gotten with the darker brown. Now I'm going in with brown script, and I'm going to add that to my crease because I want it to be a little bit warmer. But make sure you don't go too far up with brown script onto the crease because you want there to be a difference in color between the terracotta and brown script, and you want there to be a nice fade. So try not to smush those together too much. Here I am touching up my taupe shimmer color on the lid, and then I'm going to go in with my 217 again, and now we're using the black. And what I'm going to do, the trick with this is starting really low on your outer corner, and we're not going to make any type of V shape. We are just going to basically make like a faux liner, but we're making it smoky because we're using this fluffy brush. So as you can see, I'm just tapping my way along my lash line, and that is going to give you a really nice smoky effect. I also started to drag that black very slightly outward to give it more of a winged look. If you don't like the way that looks, you can keep it rounded, but this is just what I did, and I absolutely love doing it because it's like a subtle way to elongate your eyes and give it more of that almond shape. And then you want to go in with a clean blending brush and just make sure that all of your edges are nice and blended and faded and not very harsh at all. This is going to further that smoky and sultry look. Now with an angled brush, I'm going in with more black, and I'm just going to very slightly tap that along the lash line. I'm not going to drag it out very much, just really close to the lash line. Tap that black on there so that we can hide the lash band once we go in with our lashes. And now I'm just cleaning up all of the fallout that I had. Now I'm using my Illamasqua Hydra Rehydrating Primer. I love this stuff. I'm going to mush that between my fingers and then spread that all over my skin. You definitely want to use a primer before foundation all the time. And then I did record my foundation. Well, I thought I did, but that somehow didn't get recorded. So I used the Illamasqua Skin Based Foundation in the color 6.5, and I applied that with my Beauty Blender. And then I went in with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Holy Grail concealer. If you have never tried this, you need to try it. It's like the best thing that MAC ever did for themselves was this concealer, so definitely try it. I did try to apply it with my Beauty Blender before, but I like the way that it looks when I apply it with my finger. So apply it however you like, with the brush, with your finger, and I also take it kind of out toward my cheekbones, on the high points of my cheekbones, my chin, the top of my lip, down the bridge of my nose, and in the middle of my forehead. And then I go in with my Beauty Blender and make sure there are no obvious harsh lines between my foundation and my concealer, and that everything looks flawless. Now I'm using my Chanel Soleil De Tan, which is a cream bronzer, and I'm going to use that to warm up my face. And I start in the hollows of my cheeks, I go around my hairline, and I also add some to my forehead. It's not exactly a contour cream, but I like to use this to warm up my face because in the cooler months I can get kind of pale looking. I do suggest using a cooler tone cream or powder if you do want to contour some more. Moving on, I'm using my Illamasqua Cream Blusher, and this is in the color Laid. I am putting that on the apples of my cheeks and slightly working it back. And I'm using the same brush that I used to apply my Chanel bronzer. And what I like to do is put any excess that's on the brush on the back of my hand, and then I go in and blend. Because if you were to try to blend with all of that product on the brush, it would basically not blend for you and just get everywhere, and it wouldn't be very seamless and soft like you want it. Now I'm using my bronzer from Illamasqua. This is called DISOBEY with the Sigma F10 powder blush brush, and I'm just going to very softly apply that to where I applied the Chanel bronzer. This is going to set that in place. I'm also using a Makeup Forever blush, which I'll have listed down below, and this is another brush from lightinthebox.com. It reminded me of, I think it's a Nars blush brush that looks like this, so I definitely wanted to try it, and don't worry, I'll have everything listed down below. And this is a soft pink that we're putting on top of the Laid Cream Blusher, and I didn't want to do anything super heavy again, so yeah, this is really nice and soft and subtle. Now for my absolute favorite part of the whole tutorial. This is the HourGlass Ambient Lighting Palette. And I'm so sorry if you didn't get your hands on this, but I'm using a Sigma tapered blending brush, and I'm going to take the lightest color and add that to the high points of my face. So down the bridge of my nose, on the upper part of my cheekbone, a little bit under my eyes. I do take it down my chin, and you could also add it underneath your brow bone and just a little bit on the middle of your forehead and also above your lip. To finish off the eyes, I'm going in with Taupe and Sable. I'm going to mix those two together on a pencil brush and add that to my lower lash line. This will further add to your smoky, sultry look. And you can take it in all the way to the inner corner, or you can just do halfway, whatever you prefer. And then I'm going in with Nude, and I'm going to highlight under my brow bone. And after you do that, you definitely want to go in with a fluffy brush and make sure that you blend so that your highlight doesn't affect the blending that you already had there. Now for another holy grail product at the moment, these are the Marc Highliners. I absolutely love them. They're super waterproof and they don't go anywhere, and they're just awesome. So with the black, I'm going to tight line my upper lash line. This is going to make my eyes and my lashes look super full and thick. Well, not my eyes, just my lashes. And then I'm going in with the brown, and I personally like brown on my lower waterline more than I like the black, so do whatever you prefer, but I thought the brown, because it had some shimmer in it, looked really, really nice. And then I'm using a waterproof mascara. This is a Tarte Lights Camera Splashes. I love Tarte mascaras. I think they don't get any better than Tarte. I mean, just personally, I think they're really awesome. So going to apply that mascara before I go in with my false lashes. Again, I didn't realize that my camera wasn't recording when I was applying product. So on my lips is YSL lipstick in Rose Lingerie number 7 with Nars Turkish Deelight lip gloss on top. For lashes, I'm going to be using my mink lashes, and these are so pretty and natural. They're cruelty-free. So I really love these. If you're looking for some nice mink lashes, check these out. I think they totally make your look pop, and I seriously put these on and I felt like Kim Kardashian. I mean, look at the way that made my eye look instantly. Just like so beautiful. So really, really love these lashes, and I will have their link down below. As you can see, I am just pinching my real lashes and the false lashes together, and then I'm pushing them up so that I don't have that shadow. You know how when you're wearing lashes and sometimes you see a shadow? Well, it really helps if you push the lashes up. That takes the shadow away. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Leave any requests or questions down below. If you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye!